In each moment that unfolds before you, all that you will ever have is that moment, this very segment of time in which the past has gone and the future has yet to appear. And what remains is the now. The now is that moment when you fully recognize and experience that will never happen again, quite like it just did. When you become aware of the elusive nature of this sliver of time that allows no attachment, as it easily glides into its next phase of development, the past. Being able to recognize and participate regularly in this exquisite expression of consciousness suggests a power of presence so transformational that it will shape all else that awaits you in the next moment and the next. This is the realm of the mystic. The next archetypal character in this esteemed collection of heroes. The mystic is the keen mind that seeks learning above all else, inspired by intrigue and inquisitiveness. This childlike consciousness inquires, investigates all possibilities, and embraces wonder and awe as a way of showing up, paying attention, and focusing on what is true in the now. The Eskimo culture practices showing up with the intention of now. As they enter another's home for a visit, they announce, "I am here." The host responds, "I am here too." Rather than the trivial niceties that most usually exchange, that includes telling you to come in, fix yourself a drink, or have a seat, this tribal practice is profoundly different. To be able to say, "I am here," is a practice for all who seek to show up. The mystic is your guide for the next 3 practices and serves as the energy for the power of true presence. To show up requires the same persistence of intention required in sitting quietly, by being intentional about the quality of presence you bring to your encounters with people, places, and circumstances. Showing up is not concerned with the amount of time, but instead the quality of the time spent. 10 minutes of intentional presence has more impact than any amount of mediocre attention with distracted behavior. Be clear about this when others ask for your time, and say no if you are not able to show up fully. When you do agree to show up, even briefly, it becomes an opportunity to sit quietly, to love your family, and to do what needs to be done with the quality of intention. How can you show up within the multiple demands of your everyday responsibilities? If you commute to your work, can you turn off the radio, finish all the calls, and allow at least 10 minutes of time for you to prepare, to let go, to sit quietly, so that you can show up fully without the distraction of technology vying for your attention? Quality parenting requires showing up fully when needed. If you are a working parent, when you show up at the door and walk into a waiting household with a phone in your ear, you may miss the moment of now. Instead, if you use the time going home to prepare for being home, you will reap the rewards of this difference. And if you are a single parent raising children on your own and working full-time, quality is essential over quantity. How can you show up within the multiple demands of your everyday responsibilities? Can you commit to being present with your partner or family without the distraction of digital connectivity? Showing up does require time and space. Enough time to be fully focused on that or who will ask for your attention. And space that is free from the clutter of distraction. Living life on purpose helps clarify your intention of why you show up. If your purposeful life is to make a difference, you can only do that by being fully present to the task, the concept, or the relationship. If your purpose is to build, to navigate, to heal, or to help, your ability to be present in the moment allows you to build without error, navigate even the most dangerous waterways, and heal those who will respond to the quality of your presence. Your helping those in need may be determined by your ability to see the real source of their dilemma. That can only be discerned if you show up. Any barriers to this fourth practice will become easier when you practice the first three tenets of sit quietly, love your family, and do what needs to be done. But what obstacles still remain for you? Are you just too busy? The current status symbol of a society that defines success by being overcommitted? Could it be inhibition? The discomfort of being your true self and being able to relax into authenticity? Is it a mild narcissism which suggests that if it's not about you, why should you show up? Is your barrier the fear of exposure, about what you don't know, the fear of being judged by others, the fear of failure? Or is the barrier the energy of shame because you don't feel worthy to be invited? Beware, as you can easily be diverted or consumed by the energies of distraction and disintegration that will attempt to keep you from the celebration of the intention of now. In conclusion, ponder also this final question. Do you allow others to show up for you? Unlike the family dog, are you hard to pet? Will you let others care for you, be present for you? Or does a deep-seated feeling of unworthiness stand in the way of that too? Showing up with intention requires a giver and a receiver, if the formula is to be complete. Your host is here. Are you here too? Right now? Many gifts await you as you learn to integrate the fourth habit of heroes, the ability to fully show up.
The hero habits for show up are purpose, presence, and power. You have come to this time and this place for a reason, for a purpose. And because you have a purpose, you are to live this life on purpose. And your purpose is to be here, now, fully, completely. Purpose is the why of life, why we were made, why we were knit together in our mother's womb, why we are here, why we have come to this place, right here, right now. It is only the distraction of dissolution that keeps you from recognizing your why. Put aside all that is not real, all the barriers to your fullness, and claim your why. The world awaits you. The crowd has gathered. You are about to begin. Presence is what you bring. By your very nature, change can occur. It is already happening. Eyes are awakening, opening to your message, responding to your why, with a what can we do? With a how can we help? Where will we start? When will we begin? Who will be transformed. Do you see it? Can you feel it? When you walk into a room, it is as if there is more air to breathe, more hope to have, more optimism to open the hearts of all who have gathered. You make a difference just by your very presence. Power is the outcome of your purpose and presence. True power is that of service. To give rather than get. To serve rather than be served. To empower the powerless. To heal the wounded. To bring good news to the brokenhearted. To free those who are bound. To raise up the downtrodden. To transform that which is in need. We have waited for you. All of your ancestors have whispered, maybe this is the one we have waited for. Maybe this is the one who will break the back of our family dysfunction. Maybe this is the one who will make the true difference and be the legacy that is ours to claim. Claim your legacy and claim your power that will unleash it. Purpose, presence, power. The hero habits for show up.